Hello, hello, hello. I was just looking at School Days. My favorite part when they sing. I want to know, is it worth it? Trying to get this way. I know I should love you. Hey, Cobra. Wait, I'm about to push back. You're always feeding me lies. Now I'm sitting home waiting. Okay, I can't do this with an audience.
Are you
Hey,
watching?
Cobra. I was looking at School Days, and I was listening to my favorite part of School Days when they be singing, with Tisha be singing and shit. I want to let you know I'm not just for show.
No,
You let me go.
I've never seen that movie. This is the thing about me. This is a rare fact. Okay, a lot of mainstream movies that other people have seen, I haven't seen. I'm an independent film person. I'm one of those people. Like my favorite movie is Battle Royale and Daughters of the Dust before it became popular. For Beyonce did her whole album. You know, I've been on Daughters of the Dust.
You never seen School Days?
No, I don't watch like mainstream popular movies. Like I never watched Martin or any of those shows like that. I like independent. Like I used to watch TV shows from like BBC or Australia, like Captain Kim. I'm an independent film like a person. Like anything. What's another film that I like in a TV show? Let's see. I don't like what people would normally like movies that people call classics. I've never seen. Like my friend is a Capricorn. She's really into like Marvel movies and superhero movies.
I love. Oh my God, love them, love them, love them, love them.
I don't watch them. Like when we can't go to the movies together because we will not. The only show we like together is Insecure. That's it. And before Insecure, I used to try to put her on to the Awkward Black Girl. I used to watch that like way back in the day, and she thought it was whack. But then she loved Insecure, so.
I love Insecure. That's my favorite movie. I love my favorite series. I'm so mad. I hope they come back with some more stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, they got one last season, and that's it.
I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it.
Last season sucked. So we're talking about if less is more. I don't know.
Yeah, less is more. What made me think about this is I think about women who hey TC, what's going on? I think about women who do the most to impress men, and the fact that they feel like they have to do the most to impress guys. So when I think about that, you know, it took me into like a big old like how can I say it? It's like, okay, let's just think about YouTube as like a club. Okay. So it's a club and you got all these women in this one club and we chilling and having a good time or whatever. And then this fine man walks in to this club. So once he walk in, it catches all of our eyes, all the women's eyes. And so you got the girl with the big booty. She wants to now get up and go get something to drink so he can see you. Then you got the one with the big boobs that wants to get up and parade. Everybody's doing the most for his attention. Then you got the one that's like real prissy. I don't do this and I don't do that. Hey Nadia,
my best friend.
I don't do that. I don't do this. And I'm, still trying to get his attention. All these women doing all these different things, acrobats and somersaults to get this attention. But this man is literally looking at the one that's sitting in the back doing less. That's who he got his eye on. So when I say less is more, that's kind of where I'm going with that.
I don't know if you heard this before. Like a lot of women, you know, dress and they do things for other women to get other women's attention. It's really not, from what I understand, for men. And then you have a lot of men, from what I see, like when it comes to like athletes and people like musicians, they like all that extra. Like if you look at Moneybags Yo and his girlfriend Ari, she's super extra.
So you think men like extra?
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at, but you know what, Plies. Did you see Plies, that video that he made?
No.
Plies said that ugly men.
Hey, one proud grandma.
Hey, what's up? Plies said that ugly men like all of that.
Ugly men like what?
Like all the surgery and the hair extensions and all that stuff, because they've never had. I gotta find it because I'm not really explaining it correctly.
So you saying that you heard somebody say that only ugly men like women that do the most.
Yeah, that's what Juan said. But I don't really, from what the rappers I see, I mean, they like all that extra stuff. Like are you familiar with Ari?
Huh?
Are you familiar with Ari, Moneybags Yo girlfriend?
No, look, Cobra. I am not into the now. I like the old stuff. Now, it's not that I don't like the new stuff, but I don't go looking for the new stuff. If it, you know, when I hear my kids listening to it, it kind of grows on me, but I'm not into none of that stuff. Like that is corny to me.
Okay. Here it is right here. Let me hear it.
Sincerely, Nadia said, ugly men.
Surgery done, she want to get a butt done.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Add a waist, cheekbones lifted, a nose done, the whole enchilada. And I'm gonna share with you what I just told her. I said, do you know what you get all this done for? Who you finna attract? She said, no. I said, an ugly nigga with some motherfucking money. Yeah, an ugly nigga with some motherfucking money. That's the only people you ain't finna attract. Cause an ugly nigga with money, he the only person even care about this shit. A handsome nigga don't care nothing about all of this. You know who care about looks more than anybody in the world? A motherfucking ugly nigga. Ain't no motherfucking body.
So he's basically saying that it's the ugly men like you do the most. So I agree there are men out there that do enjoy that. They do like that.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
I forgot why he said it. I don't know if anybody else saw that video apply saying that. Like women to get surgery and all that stuff like that. There's an ugly motherfucker with money you want to attract. If you look at Moneybags Yo, he's ugly as fuck. Who's another one? I can't remember. A lot of the rappers are ugly. None of them are attractive.
Nadia said, ugly men like superficial women. Interesting point, though. I could see that. I guess it makes them look better.
I don't know. He explained in detail why, but I didn't really get I can't remember. I didn't want to play the whole video. It's kind of long. And then that voice.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah,
well, you know me. I'm going to do some research and look for things, you know, that I can get, you know, feed the soul with, you know, things that you could think about. So I was looking up, you know, why less is better in relationships and certain things. And I ran across this article, and it's from Mark Manson, and it's called The No Bullshit Way to Find the One. And so the first thing, I'm not going to read everything, but I do want to read some key points that he said. That, you know, first of all, you got to be non-needyless. Needyless occurs when you're placed when you place a higher priority on what others think of you than what you think of yourself. It's the root of all unattractiveness. Work on getting rid of that. How you feel about that? Neediness. Neediness. Hey, bench. Neediness occurs when you place higher priority on what others think of you than what you think of yourself. Is the root of all unattractiveness.
I can see that.
Yeah, a needy person.
Yeah, like you feel like a need for attention.
Right, correct.
But you put that above all else because you know.
Like so you wear certain clothes, you get certain things done to yourself, like whether it be to your face, you know, to your body, you get things done, but it's not really. It's because you can look in the mirror at yourself and be very pleased, but it only takes a couple of people outside to say something bad about you, negative about you. It'll make you reassess yourself.
Well, that's only if you have low self-esteem. And a lot of times the person that's saying those mean things to you is probably jealous or also has low self-esteem. I think we talked about this on the views thing. And they say those things to you to make them feel better about themselves and to make you feel bad about yourself. And if you don't have that high self-esteem, someone saying something so small about you can make you feel better.
Correct.
So you have to do the work, you know. So the neediness thing I do, and I think low self-esteem is a part of it too, that you want that attention because it makes you feel good. Because you feel like if someone's looking at you or a man wants to talk to you or someone's talking to you, that you're attractive, you might not feel like you are.
I mean, it can boost your security or your self-esteem. It can also weaken it as well. It could do either or.
Okay, so like what about this, right? My friend always says, she's like, I don't understand, like, why all these ugly men keep talking to me? Am I ugly? I'm like, girl, no, you're not ugly. I don't know why they keep talking to you, but no, you're not ugly.
Hey, Miss Bernadette. Well, I mean, her opinion is that they're not attractive to her. That's her opinion. Don't mean that to her, they're ugly.
They are ugly.
Oh, they are?
Hideous.
Well,
I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, did the monsters come out during the daylight?
Well, do any cute ones try to talk to her? Or it's ugly? Do any cute ones try to talk to her? Hey, Mixology. Thanks everybody for coming in.
We think. Not from what I can remember.
Well, that might be my self-esteem too. If no cute guys, I'm not finding nobody attractive. Everybody just keep coming my way that's unattractive.
Well, you know, I think it goes back to that neediness of her wanting someone to talk to her.
Right.
And that, you know, that maybe that energy draws them to her. They feel like, oh, she's needy, you know, she might bust it down. So let me go ahead and come over, you know, see if I got a chance with her.
Right.
And I'm all like, you know.
Or the one who just that says so much to try to get somebody's attention. Like you talking to a guy and they have to come out and exude all this, oh, I could do this and I could do that. And I'm about this and I'm about that, trying to attract the guy. And you don't even understand that you're really turning them off. Because like I would think the attractiveness is in the mystery. If you telling him everything and giving him everything, you're not giving him nothing to look forward to, right?
Well, that depends if you want a relationship. Because I've had like friends in the past, and we'll be out and about, and they'll meet a guy, and the first thing that they say out of their mouth is, you know, how well they suck dick or something like that, and the guy is instantly interested. Now, what are you looking for? He interested in getting his, you know, getting a BJ, but he's not interested in you.
Now, you know what?
So she got that
attention. That's a good question, though. What are you looking for? And 9 times out of 10, those are the women that really are looking for relationships, but they think they need to do more when really they should do less.
I don't know. She showed that nigga. She was like, I take nuts to the chest. I was like, ooh.
Oh my God.
I was like, yo, I'm just her home girl. I'm not even on that, bro.
Okay. So let me go to number 2, which again, this is the no bullshit way of finding the one. Taking care of yourself. Now that comes in so many compartments in that right there, taking care of yourself. No one can see your value as a person if you don't value yourself first.
Right.
And taking care of yourself, when done from a place of non-neediness, demonstrates the value that you value yourself. And what do they mean by taking care of yourself? They mean taking care of yourself by making sure you're healthy. Take care of your health. You know, if you need to lose weight, lose some weight. If you need to see a doctor about underlying issues like diabetes, or it could be thyroid, it could be asthma, it could be so many different health issues going on. But you need to take care of yourself and go get that checked out.
Yes, you do. You need to take care of yourself. I know a lot about that.
Right. It's very important, especially the older you get, the more things come, underlying issues just come out the woodworks. I want to shout out Miss Bernadette, because Miss Bernadette was talking about her knees the other day on her live. And
what's up, Miss Bernadette?
Yeah, Miss Bernadette was saying, you know, she had these excruciating pains in her knees. And I can identify with that, because about a year ago, I had the same thing and I did not know. Now I know that in my family, my mother's side of the family, there's no health issues, but it's arthritis. My grandmother suffered from arthritis, had no other issues. So when me and my cousin, my other female cousin, once we got older and we start looking at our knees, we both have aching knees. So I had these excruciating pains in my knee. It started out with one knee, and I the first thing I thought about, like, oh my God, I'm getting arthritis like my grandmother. But when I went to the doctor, I had to get a shot in my knee. And then the other knee started acting up. And I'm like, what the freak? Like, I'm too young for this shit. Like, I can't be dealing with these bad knees. Well, come to find out, now I got a shot in one knee and I got a gel shot in the other knee. So now 6 months go by. But within those 6 months, I started to lose a little weight. And when I did that, I don't have no more pains in my knees, and that's literally over a year ago. So I realized it was the weight that I was gaining, the unnecessary weight that I was gaining that was with my knees. So I had to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? So again, gotta take care of yourself. Another thing is your finances. This is taking care of you. These are things that you can do to take care of you, your finances. Every woman should have at least 3 accounts. You should have a checking account. You should have a savings account. You should have a rainy day account. If you are working, I can't stress it enough. Please, you need a 401k that comes in tremendously. If you're not working, whatever, join a credit union. There are so many ways you can do to save a little bit of pennies and make sure that you are tight. Whether you got kids or not, you should always have a financial means, you know, with anything that you do, especially as an adult. Like, it's very important. You should not be living from one paycheck to the next. That's reckless, and that's the honest truth. And I know it's reality and it happens, but let's just be honest, it don't have to happen.
Another thing you can do is if you still use cash, if anybody still uses cash. Like, my dad used to keep a jar, and he would put his change in the jar. And sometimes, like, at the end, when the jar would be full, it'd be like $200, $300 in that jar.
Okay. Well, again, there are so many means of financial things that you can do to get stable and make sure that you have something tucked away. I just don't think, like, I really don't agree with women. I don't agree with no adult living from paycheck to paycheck. especially if you can spend money on liquor, if you can spend money on drugs, if you can spend money on shoes, clothes, things that is not really a necessity just because you want a new pair of sneakers or you want those Louboutins, Louboutins, whatever, them red bottoms, whatever. If you can, or that bag, that Fendi bag, Gucci bag, whatever. If you can spend that type of money on bags like that or things like that, you should make sure you have something saved.
But that's for the women who aren't able to buy that bag and have no choice but to live paycheck, because you have a lot of people who have no choice but to live paycheck to paycheck.
And I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about
people that have like the extra little money that they splurge.
Right. Let me read some of these comments. Let me see. Let me go back. Thank you, everyone, for coming through, spending some time with us. Let me see. Oh, okay.
And also, if you have,
I don't know what kind of background you're using, but it's interesting and fascinating. It's like it's literally just a sheet, but it's 3D, so it looks like I'm in a box. Let me see.
If you have a 401k, please don't borrow money from the 401k unless you need to.
That's true. You
have to pay that shit back with extra taxes and all that interest.
Yes, whenever I gain weight, my right knee goes out. That's the truth. And I didn't realize that that's simply what it was. So, that made me lose a little weight. Now I can stand to lose a lot more, but I'm working on it. TC says she does not agree with the 401k, and that's fine. I like the 401k. It works for me. It's my money in the bank. I have saved a good penny. And guess what? I have borrowed out of it. And they've taken a little bit of my money until I paid it back. And it was my money, but I wanted to sit and gain interest. And my job matches it halfway. Like they put half of what I put in. So it works for me. Maybe it don't work for everybody. I'm just giving suggestions. I'm not, my rule, what I say is not law. I have RA and MS plus a whole bunch of other stuff. That RA is no joke. It is not. It hurts too. Financial literacy first, then diversify. Or diversity, maybe, I don't know, diversify, then other means to create compounding interest money and monthly and yearly. Correct, TC. Now, I'm not the guru of saving money. I'm telling you what works for me, and I'm simple. So if it works for me, I know I'm not special. It could work for everybody, and that's just how I look at it. I ain't doing no challenge to be... TC. You also need, when you're taking care of yourself, you also need a social life. You need a social life. You need a social life.
Man, say that shit again. Social life. Okay.
You need a social life. No matter what that is. That could be just you loving you, getting to know you, taking yourself out on a date, taking yourself out to eat or to a spa or anything like that. Or it could be you gathering with your girlfriends, anything, whatever. You need a social life. It can't just be, I just go to work, I come home, and I'm just with my boo, and that's it. No time for you. Now, if you into that type of thing, okay, but everyone needs to get out and have some me time.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you have to be doing anything reckless. Me time is important. Spend a lot of time with yourself.
Definitely get out the house, like she said. Go have lunch, go watch a movie. You just go for a walk in the park alone. That's getting out. That's socializing.
That is socializing. Anything. What we're doing now, we're socializing.
Yes, I mean, and it's also, it's All-Star Weekend this week. So make sure you get out and socialize and be responsible.
Correct. So another thing that I read about, taking a no bullshit approach to finding the one is honest communication and vulnerability. Now I like that one. Honest communication and vulnerability. You have to be honest with yourself first, and you have to be honest with whoever you feel like you want to get to know better. You don't think so? You don't agree?
Well, being honest with yourself, yes. But somebody you want to get to know better, honesty, maybe just a little bit, because you don't know what their true intentions are. And you could tell them a little too much. You know, I talk about the manipulation thing. Tell them a little bit too much. And they use it against you. Like I have a friend. I have a friend. And you know, and she would tell guys that she would date about her bad experience with her ex-boyfriends. And they would use that against her. Oh, you know, I can run all over her shit, damn doormat. She was too honest. And I was like, bro, like, why are you giving all that information up?
Now, see, that's two different things, though, Cobra. Being honest and giving up too much information, that's two different things to me.
No, but you're being honest about, like, who you are, what's happening in your past. Okay, like being honest could be like, oh, well, I have, I don't know, just something. You just shouldn't be so honest in the very beginning with someone you really don't know or that you're getting to know. Maybe over time, you know,
now, wait a minute.
A little bit, but not 100%, because people use that against you.
Now, Vic said being honest includes not lying by omission. Lying by omission is still lying. And you are absolutely right, Shelly. Being vulnerable gives you power. It's okay. It's definitely okay. And literally, Shelly, this is exactly what it says. It says being an adult in the world means being able to communicate and express yourself honestly on an emotional level. Vulnerability, when done correctly, is actually a show of strength and power.
I don't believe being vulnerable. I just don't.
Why?
I'm science, and I'm not.
Huh?
I just don't believe in it.
So, okay. So when you're in a relationship, Cobra, you just have this hard exterior that you like, that you're comfortable with. That's your comfort zone.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I will not go into why, because if I did, that would be me being vulnerable. There's a reason behind all of this. No one has hurt me. No one has hurt me. It's some things that I have seen.
Now, is it okay? Now, when you say it's things that you have seen, are they things that you've seen in with people you personally know?
Yes.
And can I ask? Can I dig a little deeper? Are you willing to share a little bit?
It depends.
Just tell me. I ain't answering that. If I get too far, just tell me.
Okay.
That. So, my baby said hi, everybody. That's my baby cry.
What's up? Happy belated birthday, bro.
Hey, Will. She at work listening. I love you. Anyway, okay. I get so super excited when I see her. But anyway, so let me ask you this. Have you seen, what was your experience to make you not believe in being vulnerable, not believe in being honest, not believe in giving yourself to anyone? What experience did you have?
I cannot say. I mean, it's not the experience that I had. It's things that I saw that I was around.
Did you see people not being honest with each other?
I've seen people not being honest with each other. I've seen people, family members who were in marriages for 20 plus years, cheating, old people, stuff like that. A lot of lies. I had an incident with my aunt. I was staying with her, and her husband's mother died. She didn't go to the funeral because she wanted to link up with her boyfriend. So I overhear her calling my aunt and telling my aunt, look, I am going to meet him over there, over at your house. And I'm just sitting there listening like, damn, these married people for over 20 plus years and everybody fucking around.
So
you don't go to your mother-in-law's funeral because you want to mess around. Monogamy doesn't exist. It's a bunch of lies.
Wait, hold up, Cobra, because so you took that one incident or two.
Ain't only one.
And you based it.
There's some stuff I can't go into detail about.
I'm just saying, like, did you see in your look? I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all see tissue, that's because this hair is it's it makes my hair itch. So if I put tissue there, it don't itch. But anyway, so if you see, because you've seen people that wasn't true to each other, that lied, that did all this stuff, you based your whole beliefs in what you saw, and that you made the decision to never be in that situation.
Yeah, I've seen it all my life. Growing up as a military brat, I've seen men go, to war, go someplace, and their wives are there, alone or whatever, and I'm fucking with your wife. Your wife is buying me stuff. I'm a teenager. I'm not going into detail. I see. I'm telling too much.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna stop it there because if you're not comfortable, I don't. Well, let me just say this. I'll be vulnerable and I'll share. Me growing up, I watched my mother date many men. She was never in a full-blown relationship with no one. What that did for me is, honestly, it made me wonder, can I be in a relationship with someone? But I didn't follow in my mother's footsteps. The things that I seen my mother do, that I knew that growing up, as I grew up, and I realized this probably is not the right way. I shunned away from that. I made it a point to do the exact opposite. Now, there are things that my mother did that I tried to emulate, and I can't even do it. She was just perfect at it. But there are things that I seen that wasn't so pleasing, and no matter what it was and what her reasons was, it did not make me want to give up on the fact that, I can never, I'll never be with somebody because of what I saw.
The thing is that, like, when it comes to relationships or whatever, no one is ever faithful. There's no such thing as the happy ever after. Oh, this person and I don't, like, everyone cheats, everyone fucks around. So why be in a relationship? And this, let me explain this. This is a person. Now, my parents, I grew up in a 2-parent home. So don't think that was it. 2 people married. That's what I saw. Mm-hmm. But then I saw on the outside shit going on with my aunts and my uncles, other people that I was involved with at a young age, and just seeing that shit. And so no, I don't believe in it.
Yeah, it took you there. It took you to a place where you don't believe in it now.
I haven't never, like, I mean, you're 16 years old.
Yeah. I understand. Cobra, how I feel is it's a personal choice. You can either choose to go for it or move away from it. Me, my situation is just different because I just chose to go for it. Not saying that I was looking for it everywhere. Matter of fact, if I can be honest, I probably was at one point in my life looking for love everywhere, thinking that, you know, the way to get a man is just to give yourself to this person, you know, and then he'll be with you. I learned the hard way. That's so far from the truth. I thought by financially taking care of somebody would make them love me more. That was wrong. You know, I tried so many different things and I hit roadblocks in every different way. But the ultimate thing is what I learned is I had to love myself. I had to know that I'm worth it. I had to know that I deserve the best. And no, it's not being perfect, or no means am I looking for something perfect, but I'm looking for everything that I want. Whatever I give, I want it back in return, and I deserve it, and I know it.
But who's to say that not having the best is somebody that's not monogamous?
No, and that's perfectly, no, honestly, Cobra, just because you don't want the same things I want within a relationship does not make you, it makes us different, but it doesn't make you less than a woman and me more of one. No, this is your preference. But I will say this. If the reasoning for why you don't want to be in a relationship is because of someone else's actions, that's unfortunate. Like, you owe yourself more than that.
No, I think it's for the best. I mean, I've had the best time. Like, I don't feel like I've missed out on anything at all.
Okay.
The stuff I see that my friends and people around me go through, I don't go through those type of issues.
Being in a relationship.
I mean, with poly relationship, I don't go through all that crying and, you know, hysterical shit that I see them do. Like, I have cried, but all that other extra stuff, you know, getting cut up in the face and shit. I mean, I don't go through
relationship is that.
Like what is it? The heartbreak because a person has cheated on you or had a baby with someone.
And
like,
see,
I watch my men break down.
And this is where we agree. Right. This is where we agree, because I feel like, and I know our audience are straight women and or lesbian women or bisexual. We have a big, you know, a whole rainbow, and I love it. So I'm not trying to offend anyone. This is my experience. So I just really caution you guys that I'm only sharing my opinion. And this is me being vulnerable. I'm not worried about what people may think of me. I'm not ashamed of anything that I've gone through because it has brought me here today. And where I'm at today, I love. So I don't regret it. So what I will say is that's what I seen and experienced being in relationships with men. A whole lot of that. And it turned me off.
Well, I've seen in relationships with women too. A friend of mine, she was dating a woman, and the woman was messing with a man behind her back, and she got pregnant. And then I've had it happen to a homegirl. She was dating a married man. He was dating her and another girl, and the other girl got pregnant. She was hysterical. I'm like, why are you hysterical? You his side chick. But, you know, I had to comfort her. That's my friend. I mean, she was devastated. She was screaming and crying. It got so bad. Her daughter got upset and was crying, and she had to come upstairs and lay down because it was upsetting her that her mom was hysterical. And then I'm on the phone cussing him out. I'm like, well, why am I in the mix?
And don't get me wrong. Every experience I had with men wasn't all bad. So I'm not trying to come down on men. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you the ups and the downs. And I've had bad experiences with women as well. So it's not a man versus a woman thing, but I'm going to say it's the relationship that I'm in now versus the relationship that I was in when it was with a man. I can tell you this. My stress level has really gone out the window. I don't worry about if she's going to cheat on me. I don't worry about having to compete with the next woman that's flashing her ass or in the DMs and the sneakiness. I don't have to worry about those things. And I'm not saying because it's a man versus a woman. No, it's just the relationship that I'm in now that I wasn't in.
Well, I think it's a lot to do is because of who she is. That you don't have to worry about that.
It's not because she a woman or a man. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just really comparing the two and the space that I'm in with this relationship versus the last relationship. And again, everything wasn't all bad. But when I think of the bad parts, it's like it's so stressful because a lot of women, whether you want to admit it or not, go through these type of things in relationships. They always wondering, are they enough? They're always wondering or have to feel like they got to do certain things to keep their mates happy. And that's stressful. And it's sad, but it's the truth. Maybe
I mean, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. Maybe because I guess a relationship is work. It's not a fairy tale. And it takes both partners to work at it to make it work.
Let me think. I can't think of any of my tribe that is in a successful, that's in a relationship or has been in a good relationship. Everyone that I know has been cheated on, et cetera, et cetera.
And this don't have nothing to do with the sex. This is just being in a relationship. Cobra. So you saying this don't have nothing to do with the sex of the person. This is just relationship period.
Yeah, relationship period. Like relationship period. Well, all these women are, most of them are straight. Some of them have had relationships with women, but most of them are straight. So, and they've. But even the one that had a relationship with women, she was what I was saying about yesterday, that had a relationship with a woman and never again because she was hurt so bad. So, but like, I remember her and I having a conversation, and we were just thinking, like, do we know anybody that's like happily married or in a good relationship? That's
Well, again, like I said, relationships is not really about a fairy tale. They're not fairy tales. They are literally two people coming together, building a partnership, building a communication with each other, a level, and the intimacy. All of that is built in it. But again, it takes work. It might start off great and then sizzle down or get to the point where you can't be together anymore. It takes so many different terms to be in a relationship. Everybody think they could be in a relationship, but they really can't because they come with baggage into the relationship, which only adds to the problem. Let me just read some of these comments. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not ignoring you.
One thing, I'm unable to see the comments. I'm sorry too. We on stream here. I'm on my phone, so I would have to like switch in between screens, or I wouldn't be able to see BB. So I can't see the comments. That's why I'm not like. So if you guys are asking me questions, BB will let me know.
Yes, let me read some. Michelle's daughter said, I am a heterosexual woman, and I will say that I have never been in a good relationship. I know it's sad. Yeah, Michelle's daughter, it is sad. And you know what? Let me be honest too. Not that I'm not. I'm just spilling everything, but this is who I am. I'm not ashamed of it. My relationships that I was in was so toxic, and I didn't even know it because I thought it was normal. Now, I've never been in an abusive relationship because I refuse that. Like, I got too many brothers and uncles for that to ever happen. And then with a woman, I fight. So I'm not ever worried about abuse. However, the cheating, the lying, not feeling adequate, like you're doing more than your partner. All those things I've been in, and it's not pleasing. Being the other woman, finding out your mate is cheating, like so many different things I've been through. And Even for myself, I've been the cheater. I've been so many things, and I didn't think that I would ever be faithful to anyone. I didn't never think that I even had it in me to love someone as much as I do. And it just took for me to meet that one person that changed my outlook on everything. And I said, the hell with it. I'm all in. You down, I'm down. And we just been rocking out ever since. So anyway, let me just go back. Okay. Omitting pertinent information takes the opportunity away from a person to make an informed decision. That's very true. That's exactly true, Benj, because it's my choice whether I want to deal with you. It's not fair for you to come with all these lies and deceit, and then I don't have a choice. I find out now you just took my whole choice away. You don't know. I might be down with a lot of shit, but give me the choice. Shelly said, I'm loving everything these ladies are doing. This one in the chat also. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I believe.
I'm sorry. I apologize that I can't read the chat, you guys.
I believe in laws of attraction. I gotta be honest, especially with the people I love. Yeah. And karma is a motherfucker.
So laws of attraction. Do you believe you attract? What is it? How does that work? Laws of attraction. You attract what you put out. I forgot how it works. What is it?
The energy you put out is the energy you attract.
Yeah. Do you believe in that?
Yes.
Because I know some people that put out some really good energy and they meet some fucked up people. But I guess fucked up people can be attracted to good energy because they're energy vampires. I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff I see go on. And I'm like,
I've seen it in my whole life and as well. And that's the reason why I won't live that way. I don't know. I don't know if you're talking about me, mixology, but I don't know. I'm just going through. If I'm missing people, I'm so sorry. Let me see. I would say being a loner, I was influenced by many people, so I guess mine would come from my way of life. Being a loner, I don't really get to know many people deeply, but not because I'm guarded. Okay. Okay. Great question, BB. BB, my story is close to what you shared. Yeah, I mean, guys, I went through a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I went through a lot. I have been learning late in life, yet I'm learning. Some things I know and neglected. Some things I didn't know. I'm diversifying now, TC. Oh, okay. She was talking to TC. Right. But again, so let me see. We all have preferences based on our references, right or wrong, not belong. It's just different. Yeah, that's true. As I shared before, I was on my own since 13. However, things that I saw up until that time, I believe it shaped me into the person I am, good or bad. And that's the honest truth. That is the honest truth. I have what is bitch talking about? Energy is everything. Yes. What you manifest, you will attract. Good energy people have karma. Whether it's good karma or bad, we all have it. Abusive people can smell the blood of infants. I'm sorry, that comment was, okay. Oh, from what I said earlier. Okay. I don't know. I'm running my mouth, Miss Bernadette. So you can meet a person today and they exude good behavior. However, you don't know what they have done before you met them. That's the truth. What age range is in this chat? I think once you get older, you don't settle. You are absolutely right. You don't. once you really believe in yourself.
I know some older women. What were we talking? Well, okay, so I was in Miss Burnett's chat earlier, and Burnett, she was talking about any man is better than a piece of man. So I know a lot of older women who will be okay with a piece of man because they don't want to die alone. Like I've heard that before. I don't want to die alone, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stick it out.
And that is such a bunch of bull crap. If I've ever heard, how could you not? I don't want to judge nobody. I really don't. But why wouldn't you love yourself enough to know that you deserve better? Or even if you don't, it's somebody out here for everybody, is what I mean to say. I don't feel like you should have to share anybody. But some men will have you believe that. Some men will have you believe that it's human nature for men to cheat. And, it's just the way it is. Some people will have you believe it's more women in the world than men. So like to every 1 man, there are 10 women. And so men think that literally and think they are supposed to have 10 women or whatever. The representation is generally the woman presented during the initial meeting. Correct. Yeah, you ladies are on point. This is a seasoned crew here. Michelle's daughter said, I am 40 and I refuse to share men because you don't have to, Michelle. You don't have to. And if he don't like it, then beat it. They'll try to they'll mess with your self-esteem to make you really think that what they're doing is right. Wait, hold up. I do not agree with having a piece of man or woman. I was just explaining where it came from. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know that you didn't agree with it. I was just saying, like, there's a lot of women who do. I know you ain't on that bullshit.
Right. No, I didn't. Yeah. But no, you're right, though. It is women that actually believe that. And
yeah, I was just talking about that because a woman that is older. I think, I'm sorry.
And you're trying to be in the chat and you're trying to. It's okay, Cobra. It's okay.
It's All-Star Weekend. I'm getting text messages. I'm sorry. So I'm listening. I can't see the chat, and but
it's all right. It's okay. It's fine.
I'm getting text messages about this weekend. I'm sorry.
You're right. When you get a certain age, some learns sooner than most. But when you get a certain age as a woman and you really literally fall deep in love with yourself, like to the point where you can look at yourself like, I'm not taking this, I'm not taking that. That's a no for me. That's a no for me. Once you do that and mean that, those are the type of men you will attract. Those are the type of men that will be attracted to you. And I don't know. That's just my opinion on that. I don't want to talk down on men because I actually love men. I have 2 sons, so it's no way in the world I would ever beat a man down. But they are simple. They are simple. They're not that hard. We just fall for too much as women. We fall for this goddamn too much. The best love you can get is you get it from yourself. Let me say it again. Say it again, bitch. The best love you can get, you get it from yourself. I have lots of thoughts on this. However, what's your thoughts, CC? Throw one in the chat. Throw one thought in the chat. Let's read them. Yeah, that's right. Love yourself. Because once you do that, then you already know you have just made the blueprint of who you're going to accept in your life. If you are loving everything that somebody else like, if you're living for somebody else, if you're living for the people outside world that for compliments and whatever, then you're doing it all wrong. What's the challenge, TC? These damn challenges. What is the challenge? So I'm just saying, you know, again, when I say less is more, I just mean the beauty in yourself and how you are as a person. There are some women who are nasty as hell, and they need to fix themselves. They have some inner demons that they are fighting with within themselves that exudes outward. So the first thing you really need to do is check yourself, and don't be afraid to do that. If it's something you don't like about yourself, don't be afraid to call that shit out to yourself. It ain't for me. It ain't for everybody else to hear it. It's for you. It's only going to help you. I think a father plays a part in these type of guys you end up looking for. You guys agree?
No, honestly, I don't, because let me tell you, I had a friend, all right, she has the perfect, okay, yeah, that's a successful relationship. Her mom and her dad. Her dad is like the perfect example of like the greatest man ever. Like her parents are so cute, but she picks piece of shit men. And her mom one day was like, I don't understand why my daughter picks these type of men. She had a great example growing up. I'm like, I don't know why either. And I don't know why she tell me about this bullshit. Her parents are amazing.
I believe that a girl's first love is her father, and a boy's first love is their mother.
Yeah, I mean, like that's your first example of love with your parent, and that is, you know, what you would look for, I would think. But right. In her situation, no. She picked the most crappiest guys. I was like, man, your dad is fucking amazing. And your parents are so cute. Like, I was at our house one day. I go upstairs. They're upstairs on the couch, cuddled, watching a movie. I'm like, you guys are dope as fuck. I'm like, I'm loving this. And then, you know, it all kind of off. I'm like,
you never know, though, the journey it took for them to get here. Maybe it wasn't always good.
They have been together since high school.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, maybe their journey to get to where they are today.
Maybe, I don't know, but it is beautiful. Yeah. And the same thing with her aunt has the same situation. I'm like, it's just gorgeous. I was like, used to love being around them.
Michelle's daughter said, well, hell, that's my problem.
But, you know, but their kids were the complete opposite. Like the daughter, like her aunt had a really good relationship with, you know, the man that she was dating. They were married, beautiful home, beautiful relationship. I mean, but the daughter was a complete, you know, freak. I mean,
well,
I know because I smashed her. But, you know, I was like, you have such great parents. Like, why would you? You know,
because you're on the outside looking in.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on in there, but it looks wonderful.
I believe that your first love is your father. I didn't have my father. I met my father when I was 43, 44, and then he died that same year later on. And so I went through life dealing with relationships, looking for that love from that male figure that I didn't have. That was one problem I had, you know, that I realized. And I didn't actually realize it. Well, I knew it was a problem, but what I also knew is when I met him, I also realized that, wow, here it is. He's here. And I'm so glad that I see him. But to be quite honest, if he was in my life, I probably would have been worse because he was just running amok where he was at, ruining his whole family and his secret family that he had. Like, it's just been a whole bunch of nonsense where his kids had him. Me, I didn't have him in my life, and I kind of missed the opportunity to get to know him because I heard so many funny stories and stuff. But on the same token, I'm kind of glad that I wasn't in his life because I would have been probably fucked up like his kids. You know?
Yeah, like I have a very close relationship with my dad, like I always have.
Hey, Really B, thanks for stopping by.
But I am still the way I am.
I didn't have my father, and I looked in all the wrong places without even knowing. Exactly, Shelly. Exactly. And I couldn't figure it out. I really just couldn't figure it out until I became grown and realized what that was.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
That's you?
Yeah, as a baby and my dad. She feeding me watermelon.
Oh, see, I can't. Oh, I see him. Oh.
Yeah, we have we're super close. So I've had a father in my life all my life, but I'm just the way I am. So I don't believe sometimes it's like your father that makes you the way you are. It could be anything. I don't know. It could be anything.
So do you believe that parents are teachers and that your children learn from you? Now, that's not their only education, but that's where, they're the blueprint. That's who you emulate or you see going out to deal with the real world. You always run it back to what happened in your household with your parents. So if you've seen your father or your mother doing things that back then you thought it was normal, but as an adult you realize that really wasn't normal at all. That can affect you.
All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be vulnerable here and be honest. All right. Yeah. So my parents were married for 23 years. They were very, they were very, very, a very good relationship with both of them. But there was a lot of cheating in the household. I grew up with a lot of cheating on both sides. That's why I'm the way I am. I'm my dad and mom's daughter. That's why you see what you got in front of you today. That's why I do not believe in monogamy. That's why I'm poly. That's why I've never been faithful to anyone. That's the reason. I didn't want to tell you guys, but fuck it, you got it. That's it right there.
Do you realize
my father was always good to me, always good to my mom, provided financially. That's why I require financial money if you're fucking with me. That's how I learned. But I didn't want to just sit up here and say, I gave examples of my aunts and stuff because that happened with my aunts. But I remember my dad getting dressed, putting on his Calvin Klein attorney cologne to go hang out with other women. I remember seeing pictures of my mom, she goes to the club with her and dudes that were not my father. I would find them. My mom and dad were partiers. I'm a partier. That's where it all comes from.
So do you think you let in hindsight?
So now you all know. That's the truth right there. I didn't want to spill it, but fuck it. There it is. That's being vulnerable.
But that's okay, Cobra. That's okay. But I do want to ask you, in light of that, do you think that you are allowing your parents to dictate your life?
No.
And I don't mean that literally. I mean, by you keep going back, thinking about what they did, it's affecting you from moving forward to what you might want to do.
No, because I'm moving forward, and I believe that their lifestyle created who I am, which is a person that's poly, which is the best lifestyle for me, and which is what they for all I know, honestly, BB, maybe they were poly, maybe they had an open relationship, and I just wasn't aware of it.
Okay.
And nobody's willing to talk about it. Now, my parents did not get divorced until I was like 22, 20-some years old, and no, divorce did not affect me. I was cool with it. I was like, y'all should have divorced a long time ago. Wasn't nobody faithful.
Wow. Shelly said, I feel like I have a mix of BB Nice and Miss Bernadette Speaks. As women, we have so much in common. We need to better each other. And that's all. And that's really all I like to do, is use my pain to better you. If I can say that, the things that I went through and what I've learned and what I got out of, I really feel like it can help the next person from even going down that route, or if they're through that, you can make it out of that. It does not have to dictate your life. It does not have to take dominion over you.
I just feel like, that was the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah, I understand. And you know what? And let me just read a couple of things. Wait. Miss Bernadette said, Cobra said, that's it. That's all. I understand what she means. Shelly said, thank you for sharing, Cobra. That is a breakthrough, really. Miss Bernadette said, it's safe, Cobra. We love you, honey.
You know, I was like, I don't, you know, because I kept saying it. I was trying, you know, I'm like, yesterday I was like, well, there's a reason for things. There's a reason. I wasn't gonna tell you that. And tonight I was just like, you know what? It sounds like I'm talking in circles. Just go ahead and spit this shit out. What the real reason is.
Right.
Well, the real reason why you think you are a pimp. The reason why you do the way you do. The reason why you treat women the way you do. Just put it out there.
Right. And the reason why, and which is what's so good about this is it had the adverse effect with me and my father because of what he did with his family. I made it a point to not do it with mine. Because if I can be 100% honest, my father had cheated on his wife their whole marriage as well. He had a whole nother family across town. He was doing his damn thing. But over here, and I don't even know the man, I was doing the exact same thing. I didn't have a whole family, but I was cheating and doing reckless things. So when I met my father and I got the whole story of his life, and his wife shared so many details with me of the things that he did, at that point, I really said, I cannot do that to the people I love. So I literally came home, had the most difficult conversation of my life, but I had to do it because it was going to set me free. All of this hiding who I am and running around and just living reckless was destroying me internally. So I had to get out of that. And my father helped me with that.
Like, it's not a generational curse because, okay, like with my dad. My dad's father wasn't involved in their life. He had children everywhere, including, you know, the 8 that he had with my grandma. Mm-hmm. So when my father got married, even though he did the same thing he saw his father did, he didn't have any children outside. That's the only thing he wouldn't do. He was like, look, unlike my father, I'm going to be a provider for my family.
Right.
Like I was for my mom, because my dad was absent. But I'm not going to have any outside children. And I'm glad he didn't, because they would be dead right now. But I'll put a hit on their ass, because ain't nobody coming between that money we finna get.
Come I cannot.
No, my dad got
is it generational? It could be.
Yeah, so I think maybe the reason why. And then when my mom, her mother left her and moved to Michigan. So she was raised by her stepmother and her father. And my grandfather was an alcoholic who went in and out of prison. So it was both of them. You got 2 people. So see, I'm telling y'all too much, but fuck it, let's go. You got 2 people who were not raised in stable homes. They get together, they have kids. So the way they show love is giving their kids gifts. Me and my brother, because they think, you know, what they didn't have what their kids need, but then they still do the things that they saw their parents do, not the alcohol and shit, but the partying, the drugs, not the drugs, the partying, the drinking occasionally, not alcoholics though.
Right.
You know, they be alcohol now, you know, take a little step down there. But you know,
yeah.
and then you have us, my brother's complete opposite of me.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have me, like I said, the partier, the womanizer. Well, was a womanizer.
I got you. I understand that. I get that. I truly get that. You know, we all come from something. And at this point, when you get a certain age, you have to really decide whether or not you're going to carry that torch, good or bad, or if you're just going to leave it where it's at and start your own legacy, start your own ideals and thoughts and how you think it should go, what's right and what feels right to you, not what's passed on to you that you're just picking up. Like, oh, well, my father was a partier, so I'm going to be a partier too. My father fucked with women, so I'm going to fuck with women too. You know, you have to make that the choice. I'm not telling you you're right or you're wrong about it. But it's
43. I ain't changing. I'm too old. I'm 43. I'm setting my ways. I've been living this way since 15.
And that's okay. I mean, I'm not knocking you, not one bit. You do what you want to do, whatever makes you happy, but just make sure you're happy. If you're not happy,
I'm
nobody but yourself. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure.
I'm extremely happy. I think I would be miserable. Now have I been in a relationship just one-on-one? Yes, I have when I was younger, but I cheated like a motherfucker. I was miserable. We all lived in the same neighborhood. The two of us. My girlfriend worked morning shift, so she would be asleep while I would be at the other girl's house a couple of blocks away, laid up with her. In our one-on-one relationship, and one night I got caught because she was calling me, I didn't answer, and I'm coming home, and she's walking down my street, and I'm like, oh fuck. And I just told her, I was like, look, I just went to the store, whatever. And what we would do is when we would hang out, I would bring my friend along. So people didn't know who was dealing with who. So you would just think we were all friends. Now knowing that me and the girl would mess around. Me and the girl would go to the hotel, have sex, and I would go pick up my girlfriend from work.
And no guilt, no shame, no nothing.
I did not care. But see, the way it all went down was crazy. Like honestly, like I had like a thing for the girl or whatever, but I never meant for it to go all the way like it did.
Okay.
So I just went over there, basically just to get some head. That happened. I went home. She called me. She's like, "Look, bitch, if you don't get back over here and fuck, I will tell your girlfriend." So I went back over there, and I messed with her ever since. I didn't stop fucking with her after that. And then I was messing with somebody else. I mean, it just, we officially broke up, started messing with someone else, and it was just a big old. I've been through it's been a lot of like stuff that's happened.
Wait a minute. Cobra said, Miss Bernadette said, Cobra, you and my bae have a lot in common at the core.
Really? Word. Your bae pretty dope then. Your bae's dope as fuck. Like I'm pretty sure, she's changed altogether, so y'all monogamous. But she probably,
Wait. Okay. Mixology said, I watched everyone around me be sneaky, conniving, and lie. I refuse to be that way. Exactly, Mixology. That's my plight right there. I just refuse to do it that way. I want to be different. Let me tell you, the easiest thing is to cheat. The easiest thing is to be unfaithful. It's the lie. The challenge to me was popping in my life is being faithful, being able to hold your head up high and like, I am a faithful woman. I belong to one person and we love it this way. To me, that's what's cool.
But like, it was just like, it was so boring when I was in one-on-one relationships. Like it was exciting. The whole thrill of like, when I drop my girlfriend off, she go to sleep. I'm gonna go see her. And then this is the thing, the girl that I was messing with, she had a girlfriend.
Right.
And I would say something I did, but I'm gonna put my ass on blast of being a jealous woman if I say what I did.
Well, let me read these comments first, and then you can go ahead.
I don't know if I'm gonna be that vulnerable. And how I showed my ass.
The one time I cheated in my life was on my first boyfriend, and the guilt I felt, my butt told him.
Has anybody ever cheated and felt good about it other than me? I mean, y'all keep it real. I'm being vulnerable now. I mean, let's get down. Let's talk about it.
Miss Bernadette say, yes, Cobra, she is dope. Y'all have the masculine center that speaks loudly, and I love it.
Is he an Aquarius?
When I met my husband, I was in a dark place and I felt so lonely, although I was living with a man because he was with me. My friend thought all of that women, through all of that, I will never, ever leave him. How you cheat and be jealous?
Oh, I got, you know what? Let me tell you what it was. It was about money. Okay, so after you read the comments, I'll tell the story about what happened.
Okay, no. And Michelle Jordan said, Team Aquarius.
That's what's up, Aquarius Nation. But it was about money. So what happened, her and I would meet at night, right? So I go over there and she's in the car with her girlfriend. And I was supposed to get some money for her that night. And we over there talking because the girlfriend thinks, okay, this is what it was. At the time, I was really like tomboyish. So people couldn't really, I mean, people thought we were like bros, okay? So that's how this was able to go down the way it did until I, kind of fucked up a little bit. So I go over there and me and her are talking. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? You about to go with her? I'm like, what's up with the money? Oh, I'm going with her because she'll give me some money. I'm like, well, what time you gonna be back? Oh, I'll be back at a certain time. So I'm just sitting there watching my phone, getting irritated. She ain't coming. I'm not getting no call. So I don't know where the girl lives. So I go over her house and I knock on the door like a damn. I could have got shot. I knock on the door and she comes to the door and I ask to speak with her. And she could tell by the look on my face and look on her face that something ain't right. That, these two doing stud on stud or something. So, something ain't right with them. Because why she coming over my house? Why she looking like that? So she comes out to the car and I'm in the car. She's hanging out the door and we're arguing. And she's pulling on me. She's like, I told you I was going to come. Why'd you come here? I was like, because you're supposed to give me my fucking money. I'm sick of, I'm like, look, you should have got the money. Why the fuck you still over here? So she's pulling on me. And the girlfriend's in the front yard jumping down screaming, calling her name. But she's in the car, like, crouched down. I got the door open. So I was mad. And I was like, fuck you. And I pulled off, almost dragged her down the street. I was so mad. I got the door open. She didn't get hurt, though. She's all right. But we continued to deal with each other. Her and the girl broke up, continued to deal with each other after that. And, I broke up with my girlfriend. And then we started, I would go back and forth between the two.
Right. Miss Allergy.
I mean, she was a cool person. She covered for me when this other girl I was messing with, girlfriend, came down to where she worked to tell I was fucking with her. She covered for me then. And we all went to the good. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of women, a lot of shit. It's a lot.
Look, if you like it, I love it.
That was involved with around her. But yeah, that's what happened. It wasn't jealousy. It was about money. And I wanted her to give me my money, and I wanted it that night. I mean, and I felt some kind of way about that. Like, I mean, you got to get the money from her. You're supposed to already have it, bitch. What the fuck going on?
Is that how you talking to the women?
I'm coming to collect. You know what? I don't say bitch or nothing like that because I don't talk like that.
Oh,
to women. I don't. No, because I've had women talk to me like that. Like I had a girl tell me, well, you my bitch. I was like, you're turning me the fuck off. No, that's not how I talk. If I talk like that, I couldn't get away with half the shit I get away with. I wouldn't have situations. No, I do not talk like that at all.
Y'all look, I got two kinds.
My friends and I don't even talk like, how friends would be like, oh bitch, this and whole that. My friends and I don't even talk like that to each other. It might be girl or bro, I might say bro a lot, but never, man, that's my bitch or bitch this girl, none of that shit. No, I don't talk like that. That's what I be thinking. Okay. Now, have I called a woman a bitch before? Yes, but that's not how no. But I did want my money.
Well,
but now that I think about it, I was like, damn, Shay, you could have. I said my real name, Shay. I'm like, you could have got shot. Knocking on that woman's door. She could have blew your damn. I'm at her house. She could have drugged me in, shot me, or whatever. Cause I was like, wow, tearing that door the fuck up. Like, what? I need to talk to her now. And it was like 2:00 in the morning.
Well, guys, I know we veered off like we always do, but it's okay. Because when you having these conversations with the girls, it always takes the turn in so many different levels. But I thank you guys for coming out. I'm about to end this live now. I do want to say, Miss Bernadette, I got the book. I got the book. I'm just mad that you didn't get a chance to autograph it.
Oh, she wrote a book. I support.
Yeah. But yeah, you can get it. Well, I'm going to say get it from Bernadette so she can sign it. Me, I went to Amazon, so she didn't get to sign my book, but it's all good. I am going to read it. Cobra, if you get the book, we can read it together and actually talk about it on the live. If you
What's the name of the book? I can't see.
It's called 40-Day Fast from the Bullshit, the BS.
Almost definitely. Okay.
Like she said, it could be bullshit or beef sector, however you want to look at it. But
is it on Kindle? Because I have Kindle Unlimited.
Yes, it is on Kindle, so you can actually read it that way as well.
I read a lot.
Ladies, this has been great. I hope that we help you guys in some sort of way to really understand yourself and to love yourself. And it's okay to be vulnerable. Like I said, communication is key with your loved ones. You know, take care of yourself. And that goes in so many different ways. And don't be too needy, especially if you're looking for the perfect person for you. You know, you got to work on certain self things first, you know, before you can offer yourself to anybody. You know, don't come near with a whole book bag of shit. Like empty it out one by one until it's empty. And then you can fully accept whoever it is God will bless you with, and you can rock out. I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect. Nothing is ever perfect, and everything worth having is hard work, takes hard work. So, guys, thank you for coming through. Hey, Retro, I'm about to end the live, but you can catch the replay. Again, thank you, guys, and we will see you soon. Again, we'll be back next Wednesday at 8 with another great topic that we're
interesting
now. Yes, let me see. I'm the opposite of needy. I don't want to be bothered, and you know what? And that's okay too. And that's okay too. Please subscribe, share, and like, thumbs up the video. Thank you guys. Thank you, Benj. Thank you for being my moderator. Thank you so much, TC, for being our moderator. And that's it. Good night.
Thank you guys. Peace and blessings.